So I'm here to talk to you. I'm here to do this stream to talk to you about your grades. We're seeing very bad performance in a crossword puzzle class. It's a class where you just do crossword puzzles all day. When I was in high school, for real, did the damn crossword every day. And once we had been doing it for a while, it wasn't really that hard to complete. We represented a page of the newspaper. It's like everyone at this table is doing the crossword puzzle right now. And it was treated with sanctity and respect, as if we were cardinals at the Vatican. We were the ones doing the crossword puzzle. It's important because we have to know what the words are, or what are we going to do? What if we don't know all the words? A real thing that did happen to me is I was walking outside, and what I think was a homeless man or something was sitting on the ground to my left, and so I passed him. I'd gone about 5 feet and there was a puddle on the side of the street, and suddenly I saw in the puddle a line had been cast into the puddle as if someone were fishing. And I looked closer and something that looked like a snake was being fished out of the puddle. And it was the kind of thing where like I was just walking at a certain pace and I didn't want to slow down. I didn't want to know anymore. But I just saw something. It was definitely, I think it was fake. I think maybe this guy was trying to prank me. But what an elaborate, like, that's so weird. Was I on a hidden camera show? Or it was a real snake. Maybe it was his pet snake. And that was the leash. There's so many ways to interpret what I saw. But I just can't make sense of it. And I can't stop thinking about it. So that's gonna haunt me for a while until something else more haunting happens, like I meet a ghost. I'm on these websites where it says you can meet a ghost, but you show up there and it's just some guy in a sheet. I met somebody who looked exactly like a ghost. She was like glowing in the way that you would expect a ghost to. She posted pictures of her ectoplasm, so I thought this must be legit. So I talked to her a little bit, and then we met up, and it turns out it's always just somebody in a white sheet with holes poked in. You think you don't look anything like your profile. If you haven't heard the unfortunate news, Jimmy Fallon accidentally went through a portal. So to explain this one, I'm going to have to get into like physics a little bit. So there was always a non-zero chance of a wormhole opening up in time and space. Unfortunately, Jimmy Fallon fell into one in his sock closet this morning, and word got around that he was sent back in time and he was immediately eaten by dinosaurs. So our thoughts and condolences go out to Jimmy Fallon and everyone on the show, but I'm here to keep the momentum going left behind by Jimmy Fallon. I want to be a great replacement host for Jimmy Fallon, and I'm so happy that I've gotten this opportunity. And I'm surprised because I've never done anything like this, and I have a criminal record. Just to clear the air before I get started, it was just illegally trafficking like aquarium fish. We took good care of them, honestly. Those fish, I'm still friends with them. I still talk to some of those fish, so before tonight's show kicks off, I just want to give a big shout out to our sponsors, Bill's Nail Clippers. They'll clip nails like nothing. Like they're fucking nothing. Like you're nothing. Because you're not. All you are is but temporary flesh and matter and sinews bound together by atomic resistance. That's all you are. Bill's Fingernail Clippers. Who came up with that copy? I gotta proofread this shit before I read it on here. On the Jimmy Fallon show, that's right. Another thing, I think I mentioned this before, but just to keep everybody up to date, I know there's a lot of moving parts in the Jimmy Fallon death and host replacement story, a lot going on, especially because he's been replaced the day of his death. I mean, obviously his death happened millions of years ago, but you understand what I'm saying. And a lot of people were saying, like, you know what? I know how he's gonna go out. he's gonna get in a portal. He's gonna go through time. And he's probably gonna get eaten by dinosaurs. So a lot of people were saying that, and I guess they hit the nail on the head. So, but like, it's not like my place to judge. It's just my place to take over his job. And what I was gonna mention is that I've also taken his name. He no longer has that name. I'm only referring to him as Jimmy Fallon, so you understand who I'm talking about. But I have actually taken his name, which means he no longer has it. He is not known as anything. He has no name. We've been calling him Unidentified F, because nobody can think of a different name. It seems disrespectful, but legally he's not Jimmy Fallon. That's me. Jimmy Fallon is actually just a rank. Do you understand what I mean? Like, it's a role. There are no previous Jimmy Fallons. It's not like presidents of the United States where you still call them President Obama. No, he's just some guy. Hey, here's some guy. He's Obama. His name is Barack Obama. Ever heard of him? He's walking around. But he's not the president. He's not walking around in the White House. He's just some dude. And so are all the other ex-presidents. Well, except for the ones that are dead. They all have to go to purgatory. The problem is Jimmy Carter did enough in life to avoid an eternity in purgatory. But that can't happen because the way the rules are set up, so he's breaking the rules. So they're just keeping him alive indefinitely so they don't have to break the rule. It's just one of those weird workarounds. It's one of the things about the universe. It's just how it works. Look, we're going to bring out our guests, but first, our pre-guest. That's right, it's the new 2024 Toyota Corolla. It's for sale if you want it. Just, you have to pay money for it, though. Coming up next on the Jimmy Fallon Show, we have an anteater man. It's a man who got plastic surgery to become, he looks like an anteater now. He likes anteaters that much. I think it's a beautiful story. You can trust my taste because it's me, Jimmy Fallon. It's not someone else. I'm just Jimmy Fallon. Same guy I've always been. We'll be right back. Cookie dough ice cream. It's here to stay. Cookie dough ice cream. Say yay. Say hello. I love cookie dough. Ho ho. Great, what a wonderful ad that was written by a 4-year-old child. I love it. Welcome back to the Jimmy Fallon Show. I love that ad. I watch it on repeat. And I watch it in reverse to look for like satanic messages embedded within. I haven't found any yet. So it's me, Jimmy Fallon, and I'm doing... I've taken it upon myself to start doing time check myself. I'm not going to bring in a different time check guy. I'm Jimmy Fallon. I can check the time. I have a computer right in front of me. And it's easy to look at it and just know the time. So I don't know why there's a big song and dance about the time check. Like, it seems pretty easy. So here I go, and I'm going to make those guys look like fucking idiots. So it's 11:38 p.m. Pretty easy, honestly. But that clock says 11:41. That's a considerable difference, considering they were synced together. So what has happened? What is up with time? What are they doing? What did they do? What did they do to time? They made it different. I miss the old time when time was normal. A second was a second, a minute was a minute. You didn't have any of this weird shit happening where hours pass by, unbeknownst to you. It's like, hey, could somebody have told me about this? Time? I don't know her. You know what I mean? That's what I say. Fuck this. I've had a roller coaster ride experience with time. I understand why it drives all of the time check hosts completely insane. All the ones we've had. So my glasses are right here and I curse them. I shame them. I shit on them because they made my face fucked up looking. Fuck you, glasses. I don't care if you make me see. There's nothing to look at. Trees, the sky. Actually, it was a very nice day and I did enjoy. I was outside most of the day. Just kind of roaming about. Got lunch out. Columbian Place. Empanadas. You wish you had my life. You wish you had it. Unfortunately, this happens if I wear glasses for an extended period of time, which I was doing. I admit it. I like to be able to see what I'm looking at, especially if I'm driving. I wasn't driving today, so why would I say that? I like to lie. You wish you got a carne empanada and a pollo empanada. You wish. And a glass of water. You wish you had a glass of water. So I'm putting my money where my mouth is. And it's funny because if you say like where my mouth is, why not just say mouth? Because where your mouth is just your mouth. The location of your mouth is just the mouth. So just say the mouth. So put the money in the mouth. But if you say that, you sound stupid. That's why we shouldn't come up with stupid turns of phrase like that. Because they don't make any sense. But it's me, Jimmy Fallon. And coming up next, we exorcise the ghost of Bernie Madoff. We put him inside of an energy cube and he's now alive. And he's going to be sitting on the chair while this cube's going to be. He's used to being like in a confined space. So he was glad to come on in the form of spirit energy. And he was thinking, oh, maybe I'll see like a boob or something. Not that he's known for that, but he probably wouldn't mind. Like, if you're going to come back here and you're going to see anything, you might as well see a boob. Might as well see two. And then he said he was going to do some Charles Dickens shit to one of his old business associates. But we're going to learn all about that. We're going to hear a lot. We're going to be speaking with him shortly. But first, a quick message from our sponsors, Hyundai. Hyundai. So Bernie Madoff now, Energy Cube version. Just he looks different. Just, it's okay. It's okay that he looks like this. Like, don't judge him. This isn't the era where we're gonna judge people for being in energy cubes. Like, everybody's got their own shit they're working through. Bernie, how you doing, buddy?
Doing fine. I'm just in a cube, and I'm hoping that I make some deals to get out of the cube. You know what I mean?
Sure. And when you mean out of the cube, what exactly do you mean by that?
Well, I mean, I left a series of phylacteries. If you've read Harry Potter, you might know them as Horcruxes. I can become re-embodied in the material plane if I can get some guys, moving some stuff around. I should have left clear instructions in my will. I mean, I did say, I gave them the coordinates, and I said, if you put these together, it makes me immortal. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know what the delay is. I know that there's a lot of great new games coming out on PS5 this fall, so maybe they're just so hyped up about these great games coming out on PlayStation 5, Sony's PlayStation 5.
Okay, well that's an odd thing to tell us.
If I locate the phylacteries, if I locate my life essence, which I store before my death, then I'm going to need some starting capital.
What do you mean? So isn't there any wealth available to you, like in your state or something? I don't know anything. I didn't look anything up. I don't know anything about you.
My kids spend it all on ice cream. Ice cream cones, they love them. They got them all.
Meaning they bought every ice cream cone that has ever existed?
Can you look at this map? I just sent an email through the astral realm, and I hope I'm concentrating all of my willpower. It contains a list of GPS coordinates. Access these items. Bring them to the address at the bottom. Do you understand?
I'm not doing any of this. This is stupid.
Okay, fine. Well, then you're going to take my place.
I'm going to take your... What is that? What do you mean you're going to... I'm going to take your place? Just as
you have taken the place of Jimmy Fallon, you shall also take the place of Bernie Madoff.
I didn't expect for that to be the conclusion of our interview with Bernie Madoff, but I love you. I love your work. Good luck in hell or whatever. I'm not getting any of this shit. I didn't even get the email.
Do you have push notifications? Get the push notifications.
Yeah, my assistant says I haven't gotten any emails, so I guess I'm not going to be able to make you be alive. As soon as the segment ends, you're done.
So it must be.
Wow, he just turned into mist. Did you see that? You're not going to see that anywhere that's not the Jimmy Fallon show, hosted by me, Jimmy Fallon. Who actually is replacing Jimmy Fallon? Who is it? Some YouTube guy or something? Yeah, me. Sorry, I forgot what I was doing. Well, you've been great. And to play us off, I got the Metallica Brothers.